Hey, what up dudes, Isaiah here. Welcome back to more Honkai Star Rail. Last time we were just getting started on this event, the finest duel under the Pristine Blue. Just arrived in Lafu, and already characters are introduced and the story is just picking up. And we're left here, right as we left off last time. Under Hyan's, I'm going to say this wrong, Hyan's invitation, laced with both levity and inquiry, March 7th fiercely earnest a chance to participate in the war dance, joined by star pupils of the two great Lafus. Lafu and the Zuming generals, I almost said Zuman, who's now gifted with a chance to delve into intricacies of this Zinxiao swordplay. March's future prospects were boundless, a matter worth much celebrating. Cool. Hey, just started recording. Cut me slack with the names.
There you are.
Oh, you're here too,
You
Yanqing.
haven't forgotten about our promise to General Huayan, have you? I woke
General
up especially early so I can start
Huayan.
this March swordplay.
Hey, why are you blushing, Master Yanqing?
This is the first time someone has called me master. I need to get used to it. Let me make it clear. Swordplay training is about improving your body, mind, and strength. It's not a casual game you can master overnight. I promised General Huayan that I'd teach you Cloud Knight swordplay, so you can participate in the war dance and defeat at least one opponent. I'll do my best.
Oh, one opponent?
If you break your master's rules,
March is always a good girl.
Fine. A promise is a promise. Since I promised to study hard, I'll do my best starting today.
great! That's the spirit.
March is in your hands now, Yanqing.
Yeah, have
Don't
fun.
be too easy on her.
Danheng, do you even have a heart? Did you lose it somewhere? By the way, where's Yunli?
I've found a quiet spot in the back garden of the Palace of Astrum for our first lesson together.
Excellent. Oh, play as March. Shit.
Seriously? It's the first day, and you two are already late? Why is everyone on the Lafu so laid back? So disappointing.
Master Yunli, you're already here. Sorry for keeping you waiting.
Oh, wait! Were you trying to teach her in secret? That's sneaky!
I'm just showing you what Lafu etiquette is all about. She might be my apprentice, but it's customary for the master to personally escort their apprentice to the place of learning. As the host, I'll be teaching Miss March the essence of Lafu swordplay, after which she'll emerge victorious in the war dance ring. You won't be complaining about Lafu swordplay then.
Stand aside, rookie. Let me show you how we Zuming sword masters treat their apprentices. Quickly, over here, Miss March. This is a reverse mentorship gift from me to you. I hope you put it to good use.
What's this? Xianzhou clothing? Oh, it's so beautiful!
Sword practice requires precise movements. This outfit is tailored to fit perfectly and allows for smooth movements. I even added some small accessories. I put a lot of thought into it.
You're awesome, Master Yunli!
See? See? How can you compete with me? I'll teach March 7th the essence of Zuming swordplay so she can win the contest with my sword skills.
Actually, I've prepared something too.
Huh? You have a gift for me too, Master Yanqing?
Since you want to learn swordplay, Miss March, you'll need suitable weapons. So, I went out of my way to prepare a pair of swords overnight.
Wielding.
Unfortunately, I didn't have time to ask the craftsman to customize the swords for you. But I did my best to choose ones that look nice and are suitable for a beginner. I hope you like them, Miss March.
Thank you, Master Yanqing.
Bet you didn't see that one coming, did you, Yunli?
The real competition is just getting started.
I'm so lucky to have two great masters. But why does it feel like things are getting a bit weird?
Some would say the tension's thick in the air.
So what do you think, masters? Does this outfit suit me?
Perfect. I chose it carefully. It's perfect for beautiful young swordswomen like you and me.
Ahem. All right, let's get started with the training. The person next to me is a Cloud Knight instructor I've brought in. For your first lesson, try exchanging a couple of moves with
So cool, Honor.
Wait. We're having actual combat training for the first lesson? Isn't that a bit too intense?
Well, I heard you have some experience with archery and martial arts. The first thing we're going to do is see just how strong your fundamentals are. Come on, step forward and strike with the sword in the most natural way you can think of. It's important for us to grasp your natural movements so we can decide where to start and what you need to learn.
If you're ready, let's begin.
Okay.
Hopefully lets me change team because I did not think of that at all. China Blade. Not our march, but it is story march. Actually, I can't look at her stuff, can I? Nope. Oh wait, no, I can. I don't know why I keep forgetting this. Ah, no, can't. Never mind. Okay. Think I'm gonna bring this. Let's just see. This is just a random thing I just set up real quick. Anything else to say?
I heard you have some experience with archery and martial arts. The first thing we're going to do is see just how strong your fundamentals are. Come on.
Oh, you just say the same thing? Alright.
Ahem. All right, let's get started with the training.
Gotcha.
Are you ready?
Thought they had something more to say. I checked. I'm ready.
I'm ready. But please go easy on me.
Then I apologize in advance, Miss March.
Who's going friggin' on fuckboy? It's like, well, what? Alright, March. It's the new thing. You're still inexperienced with your sword, why don't you use your skill first? Oh, it didn't matter on the teams. Oh well. Last Master Yanqing to teach you some moves.
Have some tea.
Pay close
Yes, you
attention,
gave him
Miss
Boba tea.
March.
Jesus
Lofty
attacks.
sword play is all about being swift and agile in your movements.
Jifu's attacks can accumulate charge for March 7th, making her realize her powerful abilities. Okay.
Blade is flight! Yes, you!
Practice is over.
Swords descend! Ignore him. Strength is everything. Right on time.
So much so she whips her weapon on enemies.
Well done. How many can he block?
Yes, you!
Her whole thing is to counter and taunt enemies,
What are you made of?
which you probably won't see too much here.
I'm starting to get the hang of it. Awesome. You'll make good practice.
So yeah, you feed Boba tea to whoever, and then March does this after he reaches all 7 stacks,
It's mine.
which is a very powerful blast attack for your basic attack.
Time to show you what I can really
Oh yeah, and then there's this.
do. Azure Dragon, White Tiger, eating less carbs. What's this?
Eating less carbs. Yeah, that's important. I love it. It's cool.
Sword technique? Shouldn't I be saying something cool? Cloud!
Time for sword play. Strike with heart. Practice is over. Swords descend.
You'll make good practice. Nice job!
Oh, he still has it. I thought I had to reapply it.
Right on time.
don't know if you would lose your stacks if you put it on someone else. I'll try in a minute if it, once she kills everything.
How many can you block?
Let me see.
Here you go, Master.
Hope you keep your stacks.
Right on time.
You can get it from countering too. That's cool. I'll have to play around with that to get a better idea.
I didn't expect the first lesson to be so intense.
Miss March.
See, that'd be good for
has a
multi-hit
and a
characters.
flexible body. She's a perfect fit for practicing Lawfu swordplay.
However, she lacks strength, and her strikes were a bit unfocused. But don't worry, that's totally normal for beginners. Once she starts practicing Juming swordplay, she'll make heaps of progress.
Given the situation, I believe Miss March should start by working on her strength.
Seriously, do you actually know anything about swordplay, or what?
I could ask you the same thing. Dual swords require agility. So what's more important than footwork?
Instead of focusing on her strengths, we should address her weaknesses. The drawback of wielding two swords is not generating enough force. What good is being quick on your feet if you don't have strength? It's not like we're dancing here.
Skilled sword masters know how to play to their strengths and work on their weaknesses. Start with what you're good at, then tackle your weaknesses. That's the right way to learn.
You're quite the theorist, huh?
Theorist? You claim to be able to talk to swords. So what does that make you? A lunatic?
Hey, it's only my first lesson, and you're already arguing. Come on, calm down, Masters. I'll have to improve both my footwork and strength anyway, so it doesn't matter which one comes first.
But it does matter. Just listen to me, March 7th.
Aww.
This begins the journey of March 7th sword training. Yeah. Now we're unlocking paths. Just like Trailblazer, you can switch. And if you want to switch back, it's a nice little animation for it. Weird how they gave her an animation, but for us it's like this. Which is fine, it's whatever, but it's like March is clearly the poster girl. But anyways, now that we had the chance to play with her, let me switch out Black Swan for Himiko instead. I'm gonna
Keep
try.
yourself safe this time, March. And remember, we're all in this together.
I'm gonna see if I can try putting Boba Tea on like Herta, and like kind of having Herta and Himiko bounce off each other. I think that'd be kind of fun. Also, the pink. Bring Fushun with us.
Dear Himeko, Mr. Yang, and Pom Pom, we're all good here on
My God, I feel like I should send her off to the freaking summer school.
By the way, how's your trip going?
March, we're on the
As for
Lafu.
me, I've somehow become the apprentice.
I know,
of
she's
two
riding the
cloud-made
Himiko and Wells.
sword masters,
And they're
I've
off
been
doing their
honing
own
my
thing.
sword skills with their guidance. One of them is Yanqing, the boy we've all met before. The other is Yunli, the granddaughter of General Hua Yan from the Xianzhou Juming. Both masters are super strict, giving me a real taste of how hard sword training can be.
I like Youngly in the background.
I tried to drag him into this, but he refused. Then I tried to rope Dan Heng in, but Master Yanqing wouldn't have it. And still, I didn't let the difficulty get to me.
This is your journey,
In
March.
a few weeks, my sword skills have improved a lot. Both my masters think I have unique talents in swordplay, and are literally fighting each other to teach me their skills. Thanks to their guidance, I've actually made some progress. When I get back to the Express, I'll definitely show off my skills and impress you all. Looking forward to your reply. Yours, March 7th.
Don't you guys have phones? They're just sending unless it's a really long text. Unless she was writing it, I don't know. I like to think she's like using like a side crane carrier to send mail out. On the day after the sword training.
Well done. Let's call it a day.
Miss March's sword skills are really coming along. She'll hold her own just fine in the war dance.
A chance of defending my masters.
Perhaps I might have a shot at beating both masters in the ring?
Get real. You've only been practicing for a short while. How could that possibly happen?
Main character.
With your talent, Miss March, if you dedicate a few more decades to training, you might eventually be able to defeat Yunli.
Decades? But I'll be an old lady by then. No.
Can you believe it? March 7th has actually become a pretty decent swordmaster in such a short time. Now I understand why Grandpa always had a grin on his face while training me.
Are you sure he wasn't laughing at you?
Oh, shut up.
It's all thanks to your amazing guidance, Masters.
Does she paint her nails?
Miss March, you're really getting the hang of wielding
When do you have the
dual
time to
swords.
do that?
If you're keen on advancing, trying out different Xianzhou blades can improve your touch.
Oh, let me see. Which sword is the most powerful? Single sword? Great sword? Or maybe a flying sword?
No, Dachi.
There's no such thing as the most powerful sword. It's all about the skill of the swordmaster. Yanqing wields several flying swords, while I only wield one. But remember how I kicked his butt at the Alchemy Commission?
First, you didn't kick my butt. Second, you'll never kick my butt. Third, how about we settle this right now and see who kicks whose butt?
Yeah, I'm up for that. And if I kick your butt, you'll drop out of the war dance. Deal?
Why are you two arguing again? I thought things had been
For real.
improving between you lately.
There was talk that the leading disciples of the Law Fu and Juming generals were supposed to face off in the war dance, but for some reason, they suddenly teamed up to train an apprentice of their own. Turns out, the rumors are true. Tomorrow is the big day of the war dance. Shouldn't you two be focusing on honing your skills instead of teaching swordplay here?
You're... Oh, that's right. You're the pink-haired fox from the Yaoqing.
Jiaoqing?
This is Mr. Jiaoqiu, the healer working for the general
Jiaoqiu.
of Zhou Yaoqing.
Ah, got it. So, you're the participant attending the war dance on behalf of the Yaoqing. And you were trying to sneak a peek at our training?
Sorry for the misunderstanding. I don't know anything about martial arts. I'm just here on the General's orders to take care of some official business. I didn't mean to interrupt your training. I'll be on my way.
If you know nothing about martial arts, why were you smirking earlier?
Well, my curiosity got the better of me, I suppose. When I heard Miss March's pondering about what to learn, I couldn't help but wander over. From my professional experience, cleavers, slicers, chopping knives, and carving knives are all just tools. Kind of like frying, sautéing, boiling, and deep frying in cooking. They're just ways for people to show off their skills. How you use them really depends on the ingredients you're working with. It's like your sword teaching methods. If you align your ingredient, in other words, your apprentice's natural tendencies, with the right cooking method, by which I mean the teaching method that best suits her, she'll make double the progress in half the time. For example, golden eggplant tastes best when fried.
Dude, you're gonna make me
Fried
hungry.
when stir fry, and yellow boulder beef when simmered. It's all about discovering the nature of the ingredients. Apprentice.
I'm getting hungry. I'm getting hungry. I'm getting hungry. Same.
All this talk about food is making me hungry.
Aren't you a healer? Why are you talking about food?
I heal with food.
Well, it's just a metaphor.
You can be a healer and
The
heal,
medicinal
with
school I
delicious
follow
food.
on the Senjo Yaoqing is called the Ranja School, that specializes in food therapy. So it's only natural that I know a thing or two about cooking.
Food there.
So, you're the general's cook?
I'm a healer. But anyway, a cook who isn't interested in health doesn't make for a good advisor.
Isn't his path to Italy though?
Call me a cook if you want. Seeing
Shouldn't
the
it
way
be
you're looking
abundance?
at me, it's obvious you
I don't
think
know.
I'm just some feeble academic who likes to blabber on about martial arts. But in reality, I know a thing or two about killing. After all, the art of healing inherently encompasses both life and death.
Why suddenly getting all serious with the kids?
Why is this guy suddenly getting all serious with kids?
Do you recognize this bottle of medicine in my hand?
No.
This is called tumble dust. An
Tumble
extract from
dust.
an exotic flower named Yabra.
Wait,
Poison?
wait, what? Hold on.
This is called tumble dust.
Is this seriously called
An
your bruh?
extract from an exotic flower named Yabra.
Okay. Alright, sure.
Well, it depends on
That's
how
funny.
it's used. With just
From an
one
exotic
drop,
flower
it's able to
named
numb a
Yo, bro.
patient's body during surgery,
Bro,
making
what?
them painless
That's funny.
throughout the entire process.
They could have came up with anything. They're like,
Increase
bro.
the dose or the potency, and it'll slow the metabolism, making the blood thin and resulting in the loss of all senses. Even long-life species cannot escape its effects.
that's terrible.
This thing can save lives or take them. It's more powerful than the swords in your hands.
That may be so, but still, I prefer settling things with a sword than, you know.
Huh. Looks like I did get you all wrong. You're not a feeble scholar, but a sinister and despicable one.
Hey, why the insults all of a sudden? I'm just sharing some medical knowledge here, not persuading you to poison anyone.
Seems like you get real excited when talking about poison. I can't tell if that's an honorable thing or sinister.
Picture this. Two individuals. The one standing is full of malice. The other lying down is honorable and righteous. How can the one who's lying down label the one standing as sinister? In the throes of combat, where life and death hinge on a singular moment, every idea fades into nothingness. The only thing that matters is staying alive. Surviving the battlefield reshapes all notions of worth, be it integrity or treachery. In my eyes, their significance is negligible.
Perhaps you've underestimated Yunli and me, Mr. Jiaoqiu. We may be young, but we've seen our fair share of war.
Well, then you should know that the war dance is nothing more than a contest. So why are you so focused on it?
When I was appointed as the ringmaster for the war dance, I asked the general, we Cloud Knights are supposed to charge into the fray and slay enemies. Why do we have to swing swords in a ring just to please an audience? And this is how the general replied. To unsheath your sword in a ring is no different than on the battlefield, as your sword reveals the might of all Cloud Knights. The war dance is the perfect chance to showcase martial virtue and forge alliances from all over the cosmos. When we unsheath the sword without drawing blood, we not only display our might, but also the martial virtue of the Cloud Knights.
That's quite an insightful statement, Yanqing. Well, my apologies for being so short-sighted. I've been on the Luofu for quite some time, but I haven't had the chance to see the ceremony venue for myself yet. Hearing you speak so highly of it has piqued my curiosity. Would you mind showing me around?
You want to see the Sky Splitter ship where the war dance will be held? Let's go! I bet Yunli and Miss March haven't seen it either, right? Well then, I'll give you all a tour.
Just take the tour. I'll walk around. Look at cool shit. Anything else, Yunli?
Can you believe it? March 7th has actually become a pretty decent swordmaster in such a short time.
Oh, it's the same thing they said earlier. What about you?
Surviving the battlefield reshapes all notions of worth, be it integrity or treachery. In my eyes, their significance is negligible.
Hi, Yanqing.
Let's go. How...
Looks like a lot of other visitors have also come to catch a glimpse of the Sky Splitter.
What's up, Mr. Zhao Cho?
No, it's nothing.
Do you see that airship in the distance? That's the Sky
Got a
Splitter,
house on it.
the venue for the war dance ceremony.
It doesn't look all that impressive from this distance.
One up close.
The Sky Splitter is actually
Sure, it's
a
massive.
decommissioned Luofu military vessel. People aren't allowed on board until the war dance officially commences. Tomorrow, when the bell rings and the ceremonial cannons roar, I'll be there representing the Cloud Knights of the Xianzhou Luofu, standing in the ring, ready to take on challengers from all over the cosmos. Since I was a kid, I've been training in swordplay and the art of war under the general. Every day, I'd swing my sword 10,000 times, and then thrust it 10,000 times, repeating the process over and over. I understand that I'm not like other kids. I never envied the toys and freedom they all had. I never found sword practice boring or hard. Even in the thick of battle, facing down savage abominations, I never felt scared. Each day, I could feel myself getting stronger and stronger, and I racked up countless victories. It's the best feeling in the world. But then, I faced a really tough opponent, and just one slash shattered my confidence into 1,000 pieces. That's when I felt true fear for the first time. Maybe that's what Mr. Zhao Cho meant by life and death hinge on a singular moment. Every idea fades into nothingness. After that, I had to pick up the pieces and try to put myself back together. But no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't seem to find my old happy self again. I often ask myself, why do I wield my sword? If defeat is inevitable, why do I continue to fight? Is it to reclaim the joy of victory? To meet the general's expectations? Or to secure my honor among the Cloud Knights. While the general could teach me the art of swordplay, he couldn't teach me why I should keep on going. He said the reason must come from within myself. I've been struggling to find that reason.
Nah, man, you just gotta believe in yourself.
After talking with you, Mr. Zhao Cho, I think I already have that reason in mind. As a member of the Cloud Knights and the General's apprentice, I've had a weight on my shoulders. And I know there's still more to shoulder. But when I wield my sword, it feels like I'm letting go of everything. I love the feeling of giving it my all, facing any obstacle in front of me, pressing forward. That's why I wield my sword.
Oh, Yanqing. So young, yet so grown up. By the way, how old are you exactly?
Age doesn't really matter. All sword masters will understand how I feel.
I get it. Looks like all the kids on the Luofu live tough lives. So, how about you, Miss Yunli?
It's not polite to ask a girl her age, no matter which Xianzhou ship you're on.
I'm not asking your age. I'm asking if you have a dream like Yanqing has.
You don't talk like a cook. You sound more like a TV host or something.
I was just gonna say, he has that voice like that.
Need I repeat myself again?
Like one of those
I'm a
YouTube videos, those
healer.
top 10s, that's what it sounds like.
Well,
Sounds like a narrator.
I don't have a dream like Yanqing does. The only reason I'm participating in the Ringmaster's Challenge is because I made a promise to my grandfather that I'd win the precious sword he's contributed to the war dance.
Sounds like that mind of yours is just filled with swords.
I bet you've got nothing better on your mind. My father was a craftsman on the Xianzhou Juming. Because of his foolishness, many innocent people fell victim to the cursed swords he forged. Since I was a kid, it's been clear to me that not everyone deserves to have a weapon in their hands. Giving them a sword is no different than being cruel to the innocent. So, whenever I come across someone unworthy of a sword, I can't help but want to take it away from them. Given that Yanqing is the war dance ringmaster, I'm stepping up to challenge him. To ensure the precious sword doesn't fall into the hands of an unworthy master.
Hey, what do you mean by an unworthy master?
I see. It's not easy for kids on the Juming either. Well, it's better to have a reason for wielding a sword than to be lost and confused. I've saved countless Cloud Knights in my life, and there are plenty of exceptional warriors, just like the two of you.
What happened, Mr. Zhao Cho?
Oh, nothing. I was just reminded of some old friends and old tales. Judging from my professional perspective as a healer, both of you possess remarkable vitality. Your energies flow like raging fires and mighty gales. The upcoming fight will definitely be impressive.
Be interesting.
Well, we've seen the Sky Splitter and toured the Stargazer Navalia. I guess it's time to say goodbye for now.
What? You're leaving already? But you haven't asked me about my dreams. I've been working hard too, you know.
It's getting late, Miss March. Unlike you lot, I'm a grown-up bound by responsibilities
Damn.
and duties. The tasks entrusted to me by the General won't complete themselves. By the way, Yanqing, is it normal to have so many people wandering around in an automated area like the Stargazer Navalia?
Actually, this is a restricted area. But since you're all guests, I made an exception, so you could take a look around.
I understand. Well, I'll take my leave. I wish you both the best of luck in the ring tomorrow.
She waves and then leaves. And so,
Seriously? I just spent so much time thinking about my dream that he didn't even ask me.
Now that we're done with our tour of the Sky Splitter, shall we continue with our training?
Why don't we take a day off?
What? You want to secretly practice swordplay by yourself? Dream on.
You know cramming before a fight never works out. For some reason, seeing the Sky Splitter has boosted my confidence. So, I've decided to conserve my strength for tomorrow. Alright, I'll take you out of the Stargazer Navalia.
I have a feeling something's gonna happen right about now. Would make sense. Bro's so confident, he's just like, nah, I'm just gonna rest and eat a bunch of food.
Peach blossoms and divine sword descend.
Just in case.
Just shut up, Red Fang. This is not a beast ship. I need some time to take care of things. You willingly donned the skin of a lowly beast to join this mission, dedicating yourself to our glorious cause. And now you're telling me you can't handle it? Do you realize how many ships we need? I'm doing my best, all right? It takes time to figure all this out. When the guns go off tomorrow, all eyes will be on it. That'll be our only chance. How's that? Who's there?
Well, this is awkward.
Who are you guys?
An impromptu inspection. Why are there outsiders loitering in Stargazer Navalia? And a bunch of kids at that.
Hey, kids. Didn't your parents ever tell you to stay away from the Stargazer Navalia? I know it's an automated facility, but it doesn't mean you can just break in and do what you want.
What are you calling kids?
First of all, I'm an adult. Second, I didn't just break in.
Yeah, we flew here on a star skiff. Like, whoosh!
Well, I'm not trying to tell you off, but this place is off limits to the public, you know?
Big sis! Let's go! I want to play in Ever Hunt Planes!
Huh? Ever hunt planes? Yeah, sure. Big sis will take you there.
Shuha! You
Funny.
should have let me. Shh, the overhaul is done, and everything looks good. We should leave.
You guys are sus. But of course, it wouldn't be an event story without someone being sus. I just realized everyone's been insulting March, kind of being like, "You kids," be like,
Can you repeat what you
"But
just said?
March is an
Yanqing?
adult here."
What did I say?
Come on.
Sis, let's go. I want to play in Ever Hunt Planes.
Come on. Can't you read the room? Something is definitely off about the three people we just met.
Yeah, anyone could see that. I just wanted to hear you say it again. That pink-haired fox tried to say something. I'm pretty sure he sensed something fishy. Since he's not familiar with this place, he just dropped us a hint. But you didn't seem to be paying attention at all.
I knew that from the beginning.
That Cloud Knight didn't recognize Master
That
Yanqing.
Cloud Knight didn't recognize Master Yanqing at all. That's really weird.
What? Is he famous on the Lavu or something? Not even the Cloud Knights on the Juming, who all know my glorious name, might recognize my face.
You have a point.
Right.
Cloud Knight, a member from the Skyfaring Commission, and a craftsman. They're from various departments, and the reason for the overhaul seems legit. But one of them blurted out some weird language just now. Did you hear that? I have a feeling that if we secretly tail them, we'll definitely catch these guys in the act. Follow my lead, and be careful not to blow our cover.
Can do.
Never mind who they are. Let's just film them.
Yeah, really. Real on Photoshop. Oh, does it need to be? Oh, gotcha. All the prerequisites on the left.
We should have just killed those lowly beasts. Those little brats won't take up much space. There are boxes all over this place. Just dump them into one and no one will notice.
Cut the theatrics, Grulok. Even the slightest slip-up could interfere with Lord Moktok's plans.
Mock talk.
So where are we heading next?
To check the freight skiffs. We've got a lot of preparations to do. Also, don't forget to take those crates with you. Weapons, supplies. We've got to be well prepared. Otherwise, we're screwed.
So, are they smugglers? What exactly are they up to?
I have no clue, but they seem to be moving those crates. I've got an idea. We can hide inside the crates and follow them.
Great. Taking advantage of the temporary absence of the group, you cautiously approach the crate and crawl inside.
It's so cramped in here.
When you have to crate march.
I can hardly breathe.
Just hang in there.
Your footsteps pacing back and forth beside the crate. If someone were to open the crate at this moment, they'd certainly catch you in the ridiculous hiding position. Fortunately, it doesn't happen. The floating mechanisms on the bottom of the crate activate. You feel it begin to drift slowly forward. After it feels like an entire amber era, holding breath in silence, you heard a sound of a crate touch down.
Let's just put the cargo here for now, all right? Then we'll move on to inspect the ships. Lord Moktok said that as soon as we're done, we're to board the freight skiff and leave this place. Don't worry, I've changed the shipping schedule. You two, come with me.
Is it just me? I keep smelling that stench of lowly beasts everywhere we go.
Don't be so paranoid.
Well, you're not too far off. The departing footsteps sound like signals prompting you to breathe a sigh of relief.
Looks like they're planning to escape on the skiffs in Stargazer Navalia. They keep talking about their plans, but where do they come from? And what do they want to do on the Xianzhou?
They're definitely up to something bad. Wait, they disappeared. Let's catch up to them.
Oh, now we're stealthing.
Tread softly, breathe quietly, and make sure to keep an eye on them. Hide out of sight soon. Did he spot us? Quick, hide!
Damn.
I knew something was off. Looks like those brats were following us the whole time.
I thought he walked a little bit faster. No, he didn't.
Are they coming back? Quickly!
Maybe give it another try.
Planning to
Yeah.
escape. Keep talking about.
They're
My bad. I thought he walked a little faster. Like, no. Oh my god, I know trailing, dude. You suck. Here's a tutorial. Thanks. I don't think I've done it before. Did it back in Bellabog. I think that's when they first introduced this. I just thought you walked a little faster. You walked so fucking slow.
Watch out! You're on high alert!
Then he has a small ass bubble. Or no, a huge ass bubble, I should say. I was trying to get to this before, while he was walking beside it. Apparently can't do that. Now we're good. Sensitive. Then again, it's been forever since I've done trailing like this. I remember it took forever in Bellabog because... What was it? I forgot who I was trailing in Bellabog. Oh, Luca. Yeah, Silo was with us. I remember that now. It was so long ago. Good.
Watch out! They're on high alert!
Yanqing, it doesn't help you yelling at him. Shout. Huh?
Don't be so paranoid. We're running out of time. Get over here! Shuhart, I'm coming!
Really?
Oh, whoa, okay.
Quickly, hide!
That was... I don't know how I didn't get caught. He's just slow. Even when he runs, he's slow.
Watch out! They're on high alert! Did he spot us? Quickly,
Oh, okay. I thought I was invincible during that.
Don't be so Shuhart.
Don't look at me like that. It's been forever. I've done this.
watch out! They're on high alert!
He just fucking stops. He just dead stops and turns around. Bro's more paranoid than me while playing Phasmophobia.
Did he spot us? Quickly, hide!
See, I thought this would immediately make you invisible. It does not.
Watch out! They're on
That's
high
a...
alert!
I guess a good attention to detail without being too game breaking. That makes sense. Yeah, he just stops and just turns around. Then again, we do make sound while we're moving too, so
Watch out!
yes.
They're on high alert!
But that time he had no reason to turn around. Are you gonna stop? You're just gonna randomly stop again? No? Okay, cool.
Did he spot us? Quickly, hide!
I was gonna say I should be fine here. There's no way.
What are they up to?
He just turned around all of
They're
a sudden. You saw
wearing
that?
official uniforms, but I'm pretty sure they're not members of the Skyfaring Commission, the Artisanship Commission,
Are they
or
with the
Cloud
wolf
Knights.
people?
This is way
Maybe.
too suspicious.
Never mind who they are. Let's just film them. That way, if they do anything bad, we'll have solid evidence against them.
Okay. That heartbeat was sinister.
Look at this. A freight star skiff with enough room to fit at least 20 of my men. I'll let the others know and have them prepare more star skiffs. Once we're past the checkpoint, there will be beast ships waiting for us.
Ah, yeah. Through the
Lord
beast.
Moktok is ready. The revival of our ancient bloodline all hinges on this operation.
What did he just say? Beast ships?
Who's there? It's those brats!
Shit.
I told you to get rid of them, but you didn't listen, you idiot! Wipe them all out!
They just casually turned into a beast. Huh.
Dosa! Die, lowly beast!
Right, that bloodlust.
It came together. Converge and awaken. Honored to meet me. Tiger twirl!
I just got my Herta build up.
You won't get away.
Tiger twirl!
I can already tell the laser station planetary set would be really good with March.
Time to show you what I can really do. Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less cards. Watch it!
Less carbs,
I have something for you.
bro. I like it though.
This big diamond!
I'll have to build her up.
Yours! I get it! Now watch this!
Yeah, that alone would be good on a multi-hitter.
They're not Foxians at all. They revealed their true form. They're Borisin, just like the bandits I defeated on the IPC ship.
Wait, that means...
Borisin infiltrated the Loft Zensho.
How did the Borisin manage to infiltrate the Xianzhou?
It's not just a simple disguise of wearing our clothing and shaving their whiskers. They're somehow able to alter their appearance to be indistinguishable from Foxians. They even have official IDs for the Skyfaring Commission, the Artisanship Commission, and even the Cloud Knights? Let me check this fake Cloud Knight's tag. Maybe it'll give us some clues. Lu Jun, an officer of the Patrol Defense Squad? Wait!
What's the matter?
I encountered a patrol officer named Lu Jun before. It was a few weeks ago, when we were transporting the Borisin prisoners.
He's a wolf in sheep's clothing, literally.
They can forge official identities and move around the Xianzhou without raising suspicion. Oh no, this is bad.
Even worse. If you find one cockroach on the Express,
What?
it usually means...
There are cockroaches on the Express?
There are more Borisin hiding on the Xianzhou. I bet their plan is much bigger.
Yeah, they really are
than
unkillable.
information. We've got to report this to the Seat of Divine Foresight.
Oh, I want to know, how is there bugs in the freaking space train? In space? I don't know. Maybe it's one of life's mysteries you're not meant to find out. And we're back. Generals.
I am glad to finally meet you in person.
How's this ghost eyes?
Yes, from the Astral Express. I'm Fei Xiao, the general of the Xianzhou Yanqing.
What's up?
Let me introduce our guest to you. The one dressed in green.
He's the reincarnation of Imbibitor Lune, and the person behind him is the newest member of the crew. I've heard a lot about you. Outside the reports from the law,
No, have you now?
the Skyfaring Commission of the Yaoqing has also gathered plenty of information about both of you. I've been eager to meet you face to face for reasons that I'm sure General Jing Yuan has explained, right?
Yeah, we're here all to answer your questions as witnesses. More or less.
That's right. But don't worry, this isn't a trial. I just want to have a chat with you and get a better understanding of the facts. According to General Jing Yuan's report, the Ruin Legion is to blame for the Ambrosial Arbor crisis, and all Arbiter Generals should pay attention to the Ruin Author's movements. Over the years, the Destruction's minions have wreaked havoc on countless worlds, and the Alliance has been keeping an eye on them. But no one expected them to join hands with the remnants of the Abundance. The damage caused by the Ambrosial Arbor crisis was far less severe than expected, which is good news for us. However, it was quite different from the Ruin Legion's usual style of destroying life wherever they go. While I trust the bravery of the Divine Foresight and the Nameless, I'm curious about some details missing from the report. I'd like to take this chance to have an exchange with both of you. Let me be clear, the questions I'll ask might not reflect my actual thoughts, so please don't take offense if any of my questions seem a bit harsh.
Please go ahead, General. But keep in mind, we can only answer based on what we know. And perhaps you already have the answers to your questions in your heart.
You have a clever tongue. I like it.
Boy, back to negotiating.
Was quite articulate.
All right.
Right now, her intentions are unknown, and Jing Yuan wants us to be honest.
I thought we were done with this, maybe not.
The facts we know.
Let's cut to
There's
the
more.
chase.
Oh boy.
Before the crisis struck, the Astral Express was guided here by a Stellaron hunter, a wanted felon, in an
Oh
attempt
yeah,
to
that's my
resolve
mom.
the Stellaron crisis. However, everyone in the cosmos knows of the Stellaron hunter's reputation. So, why did you place so much trust in them? Could it be that some of you have a connection with
She
them?
shoved a cube in my chest and I woke up. That's all I know. Do I really want to talk about Elio's prophecy? All comes down to the Stellaron. Raise your suspicion. For the good guys.
Apart from the Lafu, there are
It
many
does all
other
come down
worlds
to
suffering
Stellaron.
from Stellaron corrosion. For example, Eurillo 6, the world that the Express stopped at before reaching the Lafu, was one of them.
Yeah, it's stuck in winter. Oh yeah, I forgot
To
this
the
isn't autoed.
Express, Stellarons act as roadblocks on the Silver Rail and pose risks to the warping process. And that's why dealing with Stellaron issues
Cancer
is part of the duty
worlds.
of the Nameless.
What they call it.
Ah, I've heard about those problems caused by Stellarons. The Express connects various worlds, so it makes sense for you to take care of this. The cosmos is a mess, and the Trailblazers are just doing their best to fix it. I understand. Let's move on to the next question. The report suggests that Don Shu, the master of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus,
Sanctus
colluded with
Medicus.
the Lord Ravager and used the power of the Stellaron to resurrect the Ambrosial Arbor. But here's the thing. Don Shu was just a chief alchemist.
God, you're
Even if
asking
she
me about
colluded with our enemies
old
and
stories.
summoned the Stellaron, how did she manage to bypass the Vidyadhara guards around the Ambrosial Arbor?
Led the exile. Wait, the exile of Bruno on Byron Lune is what came to the land. What led us to calamity. I mean,
If the Lafu hadn't exiled Danheng, leaving the Vidyadhara with no leader, they wouldn't have fallen into chaos, and there wouldn't have been the opportunity to bring the Stellaron to the roots of the Arbor unnoticed.
Invited Lune was exiled due to his own crimes. Now, Dan Heng, as his reincarnation, is free from his sins. However, why did he risk trespassing on the Xianzhou Lafu before his exile was lifted?
I was concerned about the safety of my companions, so I acted brazenly. I admit I was reckless at the time, but
he returned despite
But-
everything. Now, let's consider the outcome. The Arbor was resurrected, and the Lafu required a High Elder to
And there was
repair
a
the
deer.
seal and suppress the plague mark. It's hard not to think about the stakes involved, right? According to the report, Lord Ravager Fantilia is the mastermind behind the entire conspiracy. She disguised herself as an ambassador of the Skyfaring Commission and traveled with you, only to vanish without a trace later on.
she broke her neck.
It seems
He was labeled as a scapegoat. Who's Schwinn now? Until he has a heliobus. Who's Schwinn?
We were working with Diviner
No.
Fate,
Oh,
and
wait,
she
yeah.
also witnessed Ventilia's true form. You're not going to doubt one of your own people, are you?
True.
Of course not. We can trust the testimony of Master Diviner Fu Xuan. However, even if she saw it with her own eyes, we can't completely rule out the possibility that she might have been deceived. After all, it's
Maybe.
suspicious how the culprit just bizarrely vanished. Oh.
Second guess myself there for a minute.
Addressed all my questions. Generals, I am finished with my questioning.
So, what do you think, General Fei Shao? Have the doubts in the report been cleared up?
The two nameless have been honest in their answers. Even though there are some tricky details, my intuition tells me there is nothing wrong.
Say some rough details.
However, the three questions I posed earlier were not just for the nameless. but for you too, General Jing Yuan. First, the disciples of Sanctus Medicus grew uninterrupted on the Law Fu, yet the 6 charioteers were not aware of it. That was a dereliction of duty. Second, you believed in the Stellaron Hunter's prophecy and entrusted outsiders to solve the crisis, even granting them access to the Plague Mark. That was a dereliction of responsibility. Third, you insist on holding the war dance right after the Ambrosial Arbor crisis, putting the Lawfu back in the spotlight. That is a dereliction of wisdom.
Merlin's Claw. Is this your line of thinking, or the Ten Lords?
From the moment I walked in, I made it clear that the questions I'd ask might not reflect my actual thoughts.
The disciples of Sanctus Medicus were deeply rooted and had been plotting for a long time. I admit it was my negligence for not noticing it earlier. As for the Stellaron Hunter's prophecy, I didn't believe all of it, but in the end, the Law Fu did survive the Ambrosial Arbor crisis. So, I think it's safe to say that Elio's prophecy about the future holds some merit. And as for the war dance, do you think I'm unaware of the risks? However, risks can also be opportunities. The Law Fu has lain low for too long. I believe it's time to stir up the dregs hidden in the depths and wash them away once and for all.
Just as I expected from our sophisticated divine foresight. You have a way with words. I like it. But, unfortunately, ever since the report was submitted, the Alliance has been filled with rumors and speculation. Even within the Law Fu, there are people accusing you of neglecting your duties, resulting in the Ambrosial Arbor's resurrection.
So what are your thoughts on all of this, General Fei Shao?
As a fellow Arbiter General, I fully understand the difficulties of this position. Personally, I think all these rumors are meaningless drivel. Across the sea of stars, the divine foresight knows better than anyone else what happened on the Law Fu and the meaning behind it. Just as what happened on the Xianzhou Yaoqing recently.
You mean the Xianzhou Yaoqing is also...
The scouts of the Verdant Knights have sent back reports that Borisin are making trouble again. The Borisin packs that were once divided and scattered have started swallowing each other up, forming larger and larger packs. Moreover, there's an entity named Mongus behind it all.
Mongus?
An entity?
According to the report, this entity isn't actually a
These guys
Borisin.
have really strange names, you know?
It's a woman claiming to be the messenger of the Master of Immortality. She's described as having 12 faces and 12 pairs of fangs, as cruel as poison and as elusive as quicksand. The Borisin believe she'll give them a chance to rise again.
That's Ventilia.
That's right. You're lucky that I'm the one who came this time. If it were the Patina Justice or the Seer Strategist, this conversation might not be so friendly. I've always had faith in my instincts, so I don't doubt your good intentions. But the Alliance has its fair share of questions and doubts about the Law Fu. So, my plan is to come up with an acceptable answer to satisfy the Alliance.
What's in this plan, General Fei Shao?
General Jing Yuan, you already know what has to be done. But since you don't want to be the bad guy, I'll take care of it for you. You need the final word from the Ten Lords Commission to quell any doubts. And for that, I'll have to ask the two Nameless to visit the Shackling prison.
Are you imprisoning us?
No, I'm not imprisoning you. While you're there, I'll ask a judge in the Ten Lords Commission's Interrogation Division to record a detailed testimony with the karmic mirror from both of you. We'll fill in the gaps that weren't covered in the report, and silence any protests within the Alliance.
I'm okay with that.
Me too.
Your willingness to help is truly heartwarming, youngsters.
I got nothing else to do, Gramps.
As the Merlin's Claw requests.
Oh, there's one more thing. This testimony is for silencing the voices of opposition within the Alliance, but I would like to urge General Jing Yuan to listen to the pleas of the Foxians on the Xianzhou Yaoqing.
So, you are here for Hule.
Exactly. Hule is locked up in the Luofu's shackling prison. Since he is the broodlord of the Borsen, I want to transfer him onto the Xianzhou Yaoqing and imprison him there. The recent movements of the Borsen suggest they're planning something big, so we must act preemptively.
It makes sense to have the Foxians keep an eye on their arch-nemesis. Since you trust my judgment, I'll repay that trust. What do you think about all this, General Huayan?
I was worried this would turn into a heated argument, but it seems like both of you are on the same page, solving each other's problems. I couldn't have asked for a better outcome.
And as for Hule, I'll send my Lieutenant Zhao Chou and Moza to check on his condition in prison and ready him for transport. If there are no more questions, shall we get this started?
Gonna go to a new area. Actually, there's a bunch of stuff here. Man, did I miss all this lore? There's just a bunch of stuff right here. And I do want to check one thing. Actually, wait, what's all... Yeah, all the merch stuff. This is all the story stuff going on. You still have to do all the story. Oh, okay, now you gotta do the primitive blade stuff. Oh, okay. Well, I'll save for later, but actually I was thinking about ending it here because... Oh, you know what? Let's see. I still got a little bit of time.
Sorry about all this. But the testimony in the shackling prison won't take up much of your time. I'll call for
I'm
a
sure it
messenger
won't.
to take you to the interrogation division. You just need to give your testimony, and then you can head back. So no need to worry.
As you wish, General.
Yeah, let's get going. I have fitting the March stuff in, but I think that comes after doing all the story stuff, so... With, like, the last...
General Jing Yuan requested. Everything is prepared for your arrival, and I am here to receive you. The
Oh, it's
judges
through the
at
water.
interrogation division also
That's
know
cool.
your purpose in coming.
It's just with the last event, it was just like... it was a little bit back and forth. Here, it seems like more of the story. What's up, bro? We're ready, please follow this check in the prison. Oh, okay. Yeah, see what this new place is about.
The shackling prison. I didn't expect to be back here after all these years.
Dan Heng.
Don't worry about me.
If you're ready, I'll open the gate for you.
Once I step through the doors, I'll be inside the prison.
Exactly. Please come on in, dear guests.
We're ready. Bring it on. What could go wrong, right? Pretty cool place, though. Through underwater.
What are you looking at?
The shackling prison on the Luofu is completely different from the one on the Yaoqing. It's completely underwater.
Whether it's in the clouds or underwater, breaking free would still be a piece of cake for me.
Still thinking about your old jailbreak tricks, huh? Forget it. You're free now. Just don't do anything stupid, or the judges will throw you back in there and lock you up for a few hundred years.
You'll see me again in just a few days.
Taking Hule back to the Yanqing means a lot to the Foxians on the ship, and to the General herself. So stay alert.
Guests, my name is Shui Yi, and I'm here on orders from the incarceration.
She didn't say.
Division of the
She should have
10
showed
Lords
up.
Commission.
Just see like an officer.
Jiaoqiu and Moza. General Fei Xiao sent us to extradite the Borisin criminal Hule to the Yanqing. We're here to inspect the conditions of his imprisonment and make preparations for the handover and transportation. I assume you've been briefed, Your Honor.
Your visit request has been approved. I'll be your guide for this trip. Prisoner Hule, the warhead and brood lord of the Borisin Abominations of Abundance and the arch-nemesis of the Foxians, is responsible for 2,123 wars of aggression and countless associated crimes. Due to his heinous acts, he has been imprisoned in the depths of the Shackling prison and subjected to the punishment of the Forest of Swords until the end of time. He shall never be pardoned.
No need to repeat his crimes and sentence, Your Honor. He is the greatest enemy of us Foxians. The stories of his atrocities are used to terrify our children. I'm well aware of every crime he's committed. Let's move on to the next step.
When it comes to visiting criminals, there are rules in place to ensure your safety. I know you've heard legends about Hule since you were children, but your knowledge about him is likely very limited. Only the judges of the 10 Lords Commission truly know what kind of abomination is locked up at the bottom of the Shackling prison. It has been centuries since Jing Liu, the former sword champion of the Luofu, captured Hule. And during all those years, we never provided him with any food. Yet he somehow
You
managed to
captured
stay
him?
alive.
That's interesting.
It defies all the documented physical characteristics of the Borisin. The Forest of Swords, forged by the Punishment Division, is a device of intense torment, used to execute sinful abominations. Most Borisin die within 3 days in the forest, but Hule is different. Every time the blades pierce him, his body instantly heals. Despite the brutal punishment, he somehow manages to survive. The complex rules are there because of his abnormal characteristics. Do you understand now?
I apologize for any offense caused. Please continue, Your Honor.
I've given you the instructions regarding Hule's visitation. Please make sure you read them carefully.
Prisoner Hule. Summon the crimes, the Borisin's warhead, a dozen of the abundance. Common for numerous acts of agents across the war crime. Common for long-term enslavement of Foxians utilizing the blood alchemist purpose. Prisoner must be subjected to punishment. The force of the swords will never be pardoned. Must be transferred to different locations on a regular basis. Their shackles must be checked for sturdiness during the transfer. The air filters in their new cell must be installed and functional. Note 1. The confinement of the prisoners and the foundation of the alliance between Zhenshu and the Foxians. Any individual objecting to the sentence should be punished for sowing discord. Anyone who contacts or converses with this prisoner must be taken poison-proof pellets or wear a breathing mask equipped with a filter cartridge to counteract the effects of the lupotoxin. A prisoner placed in the detention must be changed on a yearly basis. A new location must remain unknown. 2 individuals below rank Cloud Knights, Lieutenant, or Judge. Do not mention Jing Liu when conversing this prisoner.
And please, take this pellet before proceeding.
No, I'm not taking random medicine.
Then you won't be allowed to visit Hule.
Just swallow it already. Hule is like all Borisin. He can release a pheromone called lupotoxin that induces fear.
Only makes a
Thousands
trip.
of years ago, we Foxians were enslaved by the Borisin. Not because we were naturally weaker, but because of their lupatoxin. This pill is for our own mental well-being.
Oh, slavery. In space.
I understand.
I knew you were a reasonable person. Now that we've taken the medicine, let's proceed.
I know slavery's not cool. Never is. Just being dumb.
Your Honor.
What is it?
No, never mind. Maybe I'm just imagining.
They smell like wolves.
Let's keep moving.
Probably are. Since, you know, they can disguise themselves as Foxians.
Here we are.
I just thought a person spawned in.
Please wait a moment.
Oh, while we wait, let's look around. Looking down, you see a honeycomb of densely packed prison cells extending deep into the darkness beyond your view. It looks like it's light down there, though. You hazard a guess at the number of prisoners are capable of holding here. 3,000? 30,000. 300,000. Wait, this might not even be the entire shackling prison. It might be interconnection with tunnels and stuff. Maybe. I would imagine so, especially if they're transferring people or enemies. Yeah, how many treasures? 23. It's a healthy, good amount. Yeah, this is the new area for this update. After an episode where you're here. The Jade Abacus here glows an unusual luminescence as I perform calculations possibly on the status and prisoner cells or security of each area.
Welcome,
Oh,
dear guests from
God,
the Express.
Hanya jump scare.
Judge Hanya of the Interrogation Division. We've met before.
Miss
Glad to
Hanya.
meet you again. Please allow me to express
Patient,
my
huh?
gratitude to you again for subduing the demons in Fixtral Garden.
Looks like while March 7th and I were clueless, you already made many friends on the Shenzhou Luofu.
You were invited, you could have came along. It would have been fun. It was actually fun. That was a good event. I love that event. I'm gonna take care of this at home and friends take care of us on the road. That's just how it goes.
Even though you and I have met before, we can't show any favoritism under the Ten Lords.
Of course.
So, please do as I command as we head to Scrivener Hall and beyond. Don't do anything without my permission. This is not a place
Yes,
for
madam.
ordinary mortals. You and Mr. Dunham, please come with me.
Please lead the way, Your Honor.
Please let me activate the mechanism before we all move forward. And please, watch your steps.
I didn't get to check out the board. It's like a Zelda dungeon right here. Yeah, I didn't get to check out the board. Oh well. Unless it still lets me. Was it this one? I guess just to look at every. I guess it's maybe the same dialogue. I don't know. Whee! So, what kind of. There's a puzzle somewhere. Not here. Excuse me, sir. Let me just casually swing my spear around. Find a lot of lore here, don't I? Hey, what? Oh, never mind. I thought I saw something. Yeah, there's a puzzle or something nearby. I think it's on a different floor. Robot lady. Thought I'd be able to talk to her. You could on in Fixtral Garden. Actually, let me do that just in case. I'm assuming there's gonna be some fighting. That's a cool door. This place is pretty huge. I like it. We'll have time to explore when we come back to this area. She'll be here many times.
I heard the war dance is about to be held in the mortal world. I remember watching a sword duel at the war dance with my sister when we were young. The Cloud Knight, who was the Luofu's ringmaster, was an amazing swordsman, and their sword flashed like lightning. The Outworld challenger had fiery red hair and a hand made of steel, which roared like thunder. They battled for a long time before a winner could be declared. Time sure flies. Now, both my sister and I are residents of the Netherworld, and we will never again feel the thrill of a competition. Are there a lot of people in Starskiff Haven due to the war dance?
Yeah, it's bustling.
Sounds amazing. It's a shame I'm too busy to attend. But even if I could, I'd probably just scare people off with my current appearance.
Nah.
Let's get going then.
Come on, honey. I don't think so. Is it? Huh? Oh. What? Okay, whatever. I'll hold you a moment. Something else down this way. Oh, I was probably to explore the rest of the dungeon. Gotcha.
It's freezing.
This place is filled with the cold air from the northern peak of the polar delve. Even the toughest long-life species would have a hard time enduring this.
Yeah, really. Can't control it. No enemies or anything here.
Let me check it out.
A lot of breakable stuff.
What an eyesore. This place is packed with boxes and crates.
These crates, they look oddly familiar.
A few days ago, the Spiritfarers received reports about an IPC transport ship that was attacked by Borison. Then, a bunch of those abominations were dumped into this place.
Ah.
I had a feeling there would be trouble during the war dance. But throwing both the pirates and the cargo in jail? That's a new one.
That crates are no joke.
I heard the Intelligentsia Guild crafted something dangerous. We have many records in the Hall of Karma about these wise ones.
Hall of Karma.
They love to tinker with forbidden technologies, always trying to push the limits of Ingenia. I caught a glimpse of the mechs in those crates, and they bear a striking resemblance to Borison. I wonder what they're planning this time. Well, business first.
I have a
Let's
thought.
keep moving.
IPC has like Borison blood or something fueling them. But then they said there was something bio. Ooh, anime.
Strange. I don't remember checking the containment facilities a second time.
Watch out!
Emergency! All wardens prepare for action! Emergency! All wardens prepare for action!
Bring it on.
What's happening here? Why are these things moving on their own? Something is wrong. The guards aren't responding.
I don't think they will.
Everything's
They can handle it.
Give these trailblazers your blessing!
Good times. Time to say bye. Boom.
Always IPC up to weird shit.
Not a scratch.
He's going wild. Just like a Borison.
I'll see
You got regular Borson and you got Robo Borson.
Eternal slither.
And return!
One guy is broken.
It's time to say bye. Boom.
It's time.
Stand
They're not weak to fire. You think they would? Just lightning, imaginary wind.
Everything's for those stars. Give these trailblazers your blessing.
I should kill the guy on the left first. They are tanky.
Lance ablaze. Lance.
We know this before.
Who invited you? Who will it be?
Also, rip, no crit.
Nothing major.
Stand still.
Sounds
Time
ready.
to say bye. Boom.
But how is this even possible? The Spiritfarers follow the protocols, cutting off power to the mechs and sealing the crates. How could these mechs still start moving?
It's just like what happened in the Artisanship Commission before. These goods went haywire and attacked everyone in sight.
I think she'll mention there was some kind of biological tissue inside the mechs.
The Alchemy Commission members examined them and found some unusual
Is it werewolf
structures
blood?
within.
Could be.
These things showing up in the shackling prison can only mean one thing.
A prison break.
And whoever delivered these goods clearly wanted them to go through the Xianzhou's strict inspection process to show the Skyfaring Commission and Cloud Knights how dangerous they were. They wanted these mechs to end up right here, in the shackling prison.
If these things already started taking action while nobody was paying attention, then the whole prison is in trouble, I'm afraid. And to make things worse, another group of visitors just entered the depths of the shackling prison. The messengers from the Xianzhou Yanqing. And the prisoner they came to visit might be the target whom these wolf-shaped mechs were delivered here for. If that vicious beast manages to break free, it will be a catastrophe for the Xianzhou Luofu.
Here we are.
Have we arrived already, Your Honor? Shouldn't there be a cage here?
The most notorious felons are locked away in the solitary delves, deep down in the prison. Those delves can't be opened without proper authorization.
Hang on.
Blue Bird paves the path, and the Stygian lanterns illuminate it. Help me light up these lanterns, and the way to the bottom of the shackling prison will reveal itself.
I'm actually gonna end it here for now. I did push it a little further. I'll actually have to set up this team for this guy too. But until then, thanks for hanging out. Bleh. Couldn't talk. My God. Thanks for hanging out with me. Really appreciate it. If you made this far in the video, greatly appreciate it. If you'd like to support our artists or follow my socials, they'll be in the link in the description below. So far, this is pretty interesting, but I want to do more. I want to keep going, but it's like I need to end it here because it's already like an hour and 30 minutes long. So I think this would be a good time to stop for now. Until then, I will see you guys next time. See you.